Learn to become the One Punch Man with Saitama's Death Punch technique. Teleport behind your enemy and end them with a single punch, or blast them away with a destructive shockwave. This command block build utilizes both right-click activation as well as item drop activation that can be used in tandem to literally become Saitama. To begin our build today, we're going to need an anvil as well as a structure block. If you don't know how to get a structure block, we're going to do /give at s structure underscore block. Not block, block. Once you get that, go ahead and place it down, and then I want you to adjust the settings on the inside so that the sizes are all 1. And then switch the Y offset from -1 to +1. It's going to make it so that you have just one block that's being looked at by the structure block, and it's going to be directly above it. Now put the anvil down next to the structure block, and we're going to hop into the creative menu to get a ghast tier. I want you to put this in the anvil and name it Death Punch. So let's go ahead and get a ghast tier. Where you at? There you are. Going to go to our anvil, going to place the ghast tier in, and we're going to name it Death Punch. Now you're going to take your Death Punch and you're going to fly over the structure block and you're going to drop it down. You want it to sit on top, and then you're going to click into the structure block. You want to be able to see the ghast tier inside that block. We're going to name this Death Punch, this time as one word, capital D, capital P. Click Save. Alright, now we're going to get to the command block portion of our build. For this, you're going to need a command block, comparator, repeater, redstone dust, a redstone torch, and then it could be any solid block. I use lime concrete just because it's bright green and it looks really cool. If you don't know how to get a command block, we're going to go back to that chat and type in /give at s command underscore block. Alright, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a repeating command block down. It's going to be repeat unconditional, always active. And the command we're going to do is /test4 at e, type equals armor stand, name equals sensor. So we're looking for an armor stand named sensor. You'll see I have a comparator and a repeater heading out of that. That is going to head into a lime green concrete block, and then another one, and on top of that we're going to have a repeater running toward the end here where this impulse command block is. You can also put some redstone dust on top of this impulse command block. Now the command in here, impulse needs redstone with a delay of 40 ticks. We're looking at /execute at your username, mine is browncode67, run summon armor stand named sensor, ~. So in order to activate this, I'm going to put a redstone torch here. However, I don't want you to do that now. We're going to wait until the end of the build, because once this goes on, it becomes much harder to engage with the command blocks. Part of the right-click detection involves having an armor stand float in front of you the whole time. And that can get in the way of you trying to interact with command blocks, so don't do that yet. But this is basically a sensor that's looking for an armor stand named sensor. If that armor stand doesn't exist, these don't get powered, and then that redstone torch here is going to run this end, and it's going to summon in that armor stand. Now that that armor stand exists, this end is going to shut down because these are going to power back up. This is going to make sure that that armor stand stays in front of you. If we hop over here, I have another repeating command block, always active. It's going to be /effects at e, name equals sensor, invisibility 11 true. So that armor stand that we're going to make sure is in the game is also going to be invisible. And the next one we have here, chain conditional, always active, /execute at browncode67, run tp at e, name equals sensor, caret 2.9. So now the invisible armor stand's named sensor that's always going to be in the game is getting teleported almost 3 blocks in front of you. So if you do need to interact with something, you're going to have to get very close to it, but it still allows you to interact. Now we have another repeating command block here, always active. This one is /test4 at e, name equals sensor, but specifically we're looking for it to have an item. Has item equals ghast underscore tier. Location equals slot.weapon.main hand. So it's looking for when that armor stand in front of us has a ghast tier in its hands. That happens when you have the Death Punch gas tier in your hand and you right-click, right-clicking gives items to the armor stand, so this item is going to be given to it, and immediately it's going to trigger this line of commands. This command block here, chain conditional, always active. It's going to do slash replace item entity at e name equals sensor slot.weapon.main hand 0 air. This is going to get rid of the gas tier that the armor stand has in its hand, so it won't appear on screen floating in front of you. The next one, chain conditional, always active. We're doing slash execute at browncoat67, it's going to be your username, run title at A, which is any player, R equals 20, within a radius of 20 blocks. So when you use this, anybody around you is going to get this title that says Death Punch. Now to make this red, we'll click here. You'll see I have the double S, or the simoleon symbol, and C. The next command block, chain conditional, always active. It's going to be slash effect, your username, strength 10, 40, true. Now honestly, I might even take this and bump this up even higher, because you have two options when you use this. You can either just punch the monster and kill it, or you can use the massive shockwave. Either way, it needs to be a one-hit kill. Otherwise, you're not the one-punch man. So the next one we have, chain conditional, always active. It's going to be slash execute at your username. Run execute at E, R equals 10, C equals 1, name equals exclamation point, browncoat67. You're going to put your username there, exclamation point, your name. Type equals exclamation point, armor stand. Type equals exclamation point, item. Type equals exclamation point, XP orb. So what we're doing is it's going to originally start looking at your location, but then it's going to look at any entity within 10 blocks, R equals 10. It's only going to do one at a time. It's going to be the closest one. Not you, not an armor stand, not items laid around, or XP orbs. So then it's going to run teleport, and it's going to teleport you, -2. Since we're executing at those entity locations, this is going to teleport you behind them, facing at E, R equals 3, C equals 1, so the closest entity to you within 3 blocks. It's going to look for the closest entity, it's going to teleport you behind them, facing them. Alright, and it's going to display Death Punch on the screen when you're doing it. Next command block here, chain conditional, always active. It's going to be slash execute at A, name equals your username, has item equals gassed underscore tier, quantity equals 0, run structure load Death Punch, ~1 ~. So Death Punch with no space, that's the name of the structure that we saved. This, if you don't have a gassed tier on you, is going to give you the Death Punch gassed tier. That way you don't have more than one. Alright, now we're going to head up here where I have another repeating command block. This one has got 2 comparators heading off, but first, that's repeating, always active. We're going to do slash test for at E, name equals, in quotations, Death Punch. This right here is looking for if you drop the actual item. Not for right-clicking, which is going to be how you do your teleport maneuver, but dropping it, which is going to be for your shockwave. Now the first command block coming off, impulse needs redstone. We're going to do slash execute at your username, run summon armor stand, wave, ~. And then the next one we have here, impulse needs redstone, slash kill at E, name equals, in quotations, Death Punch. So as soon as we detect that the gas tier has been dropped, it's going to summon in a new armor stand named Wave, and then get rid of the gas tier. Now we have another repeating command block here. Repeating, always active. And that's going to be slash test for at E, name equals Wave, so it's looking for that new armor stand. This one here, chain conditional, always active. Slash effect at E, name equals Wave, invisibility 1 true. So it's an invisible armor stand. The next one, chain conditional, always active. Slash execute at E, name equals Wave, as at E, name equals Wave, rotated as browncoat67. So while Wave, the armor stand, is doing the command, it's going to be facing the same direction as you. Then we're going to run TP. We're going to take that armor stand and teleport it forward. So it's going to shoot forward in the direction that you're facing, and it's going to be invisible. Next one here, chain conditional, always active. We're going to do slash execute at E, name equals Wave, run fill, ~3, ~1, -3, ~3, ~3, air 0 destroy. So as that armor stand shoots forward, it's going to destroy all the blocks around it, and it's going to make all the blocks drop so it looks like it's actually breaking it. And then we have a comparator coming off the first repeating command block here. This one, repeating, needs redstone. We're going to do slash execute at E name equals wave, run damage. So at the armor stands named wave, we're going to damage any entity, not named you or me. Type equals exclamation point armor stand, so neither of the armor stands. Type equals exclamation point items, so no items. Type equals exclamation point XP orb, so no XP orbs. Within a radius of 7 blocks from that armor stand. We're going to do 500 damage, and it's going to be an entity attack. We're doing the bigger range to ensure that all the entities get hit. For some reason, it's not detecting the damage unless I have the range raised up to 7 for this one. Now we have another repeating command block. It's going to be our last one. And it's always active. We're doing slash execute at your username, run kill, at E name equals wave, RM equals 90. So once that armor stand's named wave gets more than 90 blocks away from you, we're killing it. And then right here, chain conditional, always active. We're doing slash execute at your username, run, structure load, death punch, tilde, tilde 1, tilde. So if you do the shockwave, this gives you the button back after you drop it. You may not have known, but I also have a Goku build where you can shoot the Kamehameha wave or use his Ultra Instinct to dodge arrows. This is BrownCo67. I'll catch you next time.